on second and third now, setting the table for Reed. Both runners in scoring position. Well hit to the fence and out over the fence. Home run. A 3-run shot by Reed. Homer in the left center. Well over the fence. Cleared that fence by 15 feet.
That was what they call a no-doubter.
And there's the curtain call. The team meets him there. Oh, yeah, Reed is stoked. Look at him.
Kind of looked like he was struggling there a little bit.
He was, yeah.
Wasn't not catching up with that fastball. 2 in a row. One too many.
Two mean cuts in a row, and then he made great, solid contact. He just drove that ball deep.
All right, we're ready to play today here live from Catoctin High School, home of the Cougars, in the 1A West Region 2 semifinal between Catoctin and Williamsport. My name is Michael Betteridge. I'll be doing your play-by-play, joined here atop the dugout under the tent in a light rain with Coach Rick Little and Tyler Wilhelm. Rick, this is a big game for both these teams to start out their playoff season.
Yes, indeed, and, as a coach, you worry about every little thing, and then today you add a little bit of precipitation to the mix, and you just hope as a baseball fan and purist that weather conditions don't impact the outcome of the game.
Absolutely, there's no doubt. And what you'd hate to see is one team up by 1 run and then the game gets called because of rain.
Yeah.
You don't want the weather to decide the outcome.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yep, they got to get through the 5 innings to be official, and for Williamsport to travel over the mountain to get here and not play a complete game also would be a little challenging, because then you got to come back and play right away on Monday, so you're set up for the region game on Tuesday. So, yeah, the state likes you to stay on schedule. It was very great proactive thinking to move this game up to 11 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully the weather conditions do not get so bad that they have to call it early because of wet conditions.
I've noticed a consistent pattern with this Catoctin baseball team. They bat well down in the count, and they score runs with 2 outs.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that is a winning formula, and it's one that Coach Franklin and his Cougars program has used over a number of years. But you're exactly right. When you look at the stats and look at box scores, it really stands out to you how well they stay alive with 2 strikes, using that old axiom of Coach Franklin, 1 more pitch, and that does a lot of things in high school baseball, that 1 more pitch, because the opposing pitcher has a pitch count they got to watch. So you get 1 more pitch. It works them up in the count where they cannot complete the game if they're being a solid pitcher against you, but it also keeps you alive, makes you feel more confident as a hitter, and then when you come through with that 2-out hit, man, that's a momentum breaker for the other team that they think they're about to get out of the inning, and you knock in, quote, that winning run or that extra hit with 2 outs and 2 strikes. So you're exactly right.
And there's no doubt. And, I think what that really speaks to is good coaching, maturity, patience, and confidence. This is a confident team. They've been there and done that. 2 years ago at this very same time, we were at Patterson Mill in the semi.
And it also speaks to the confidence that these young men have in the system that Coach Franklin has built the program on. They believe in what he coaches them. They buy into the program, and 18-1-1, coming into today. So yeah, great team, a lot of experience, but also a good mix of youth. Not too often do you see, quote, a state contender play a sophomore at shortstop and at second base, up the middle, where you usually, you really want to be solid defensively is up the middle, and got 2 sophomores right up the middle.
And DHing a freshman.
Yes, with a tremendous batting average that
Yeah.
young man has. So yeah, a lot of things. So yeah, Catoctin has a lot of things going for it, but I'll tell you what, they better not blink on this one. Williamsport, though their record does not indicate that they're a strong team, we were talking as we prepped, they have 7 games that were either tied, they lost 4 of the one-run games, won 2 one-run games, so they've been in a lot of close games. And then the team they just beat Thursday to get here had handled them rather easily in both the regular season matchups, and Williamsport put on a clinic with a 7-1 win at Smithsburg to earn the right to be here today.
Yeah, they earned it for sure, and last year at the same time, Catoctin handled Brunswick easily in this round, but then they ran into a brick wall and the eventual 1A state champ Clear Spring. And and what you're saying is true, because it looks like there's going to be some payback coming here next Tuesday in the regional final, with all the signs pointing
right.
towards Catoctin Clear Spring rematch, this time in the regional. But that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
You got to get by Williamsport. You got to do the impossible. You got to avoid looking ahead. It's human nature.
Yes. Yeah, and when you're, kids like this, like, oh, we played them twice, no peace, no worries. You got 2 of the better pitchers in Frederick County with Joe McManus, who's not starting today, so they're putting on the mound. Catoctin is Peyton Costello. He comes in undefeated on the season with a .55 ERA, so again, as long as the weather conditions don't impact the way Peyton pitches the game, we've seen him handle really good teams very, very well. So my question as we get into the game is the number 2 for Williamsport, who will start today, because Drew Lever pitched that over 100 pitches against Smithsburg to pull out that win to enable them to win. Today
Hiflet
is Dylan Shiflett, so we'll see what he has to offer. I saw him in the bullpen. I thought he looked like a little crafty lefty, kind of a matchup just like Peyton Castello is. So it'll be a lot of fun. And again, I hope the weather and the conditions of the field don't impact the outcome.
Well, let me my analysis, barring that, if Catoctin plays Catoctin ball here today, they'll win. If they look ahead, it could be one and done.
Yeah, and you hate to think of it, a slip on a routine play that suddenly becomes a 3-base error. Those type of things in this condition can happen. You just, if Catoctin hits the ball the way we've seen them hit the ball. But again, the last time they played Williamsport was on April 27th, and it was a 3-2 ball game for Catoctin.
All right, we're getting ready to go to a break here. We want to thank our sponsors for making this 1A West Regional Semifinal, that's Region 2 Semifinal here, possible. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, Catoctin Mountain Motorsports, Center of Life Chiropractic, our new sponsor, Dream Free Art, Fredericktown Yamaha, Kelco Plumbing, Thermont's American Legion Post 168. Thank you for your service, gentlemen. And the Thermont Country Kitchen, best roasted chicken in town. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a great game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Therapy Centers. Our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thermont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today. Are you looking for an expert mechanic you can trust? One that has excellent service at a fair price? Call Kenny at Catoctin Mountain Motorsports, conveniently located just off Route 15 at Roddy Creek Road in Thurmont. Catoctin Mountain Motorsports is a family-owned, full-service repair shop specializing in dirt bikes, UTVs, ATVs, and more. Or if your thing is more on-road, check out the broad range of automotive and motorcycle makes and models Catoctin Mountain Motorsports can service. Don't ignore that check engine light. Catoctin Mountain Motorsports will read the code free and get you an appointment right away. That's Catoctin Mountain Motorsports. Give us a call today at 301-678-9023. That's 301-678-9023. On-road or off-road, 2 wheels or 4. Take a ride to the mountain. Catoctin Mountain Motorsports is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School sports on the radio.
Looking for an unusual, exciting family fun experience? Check out Dream Free Art. That's right. Dream Free Art is a Frederick studio where you can explore the artist in you, create exciting memories, and make a mess too. Splatter art is the latest craze in family fun for people who like to live life outside the coloring lines and just let go. Just come to our studio, grab some brushes, and fling some paint to create your own masterpiece. Leave the cleanup to us. To reserve your next family fun time, go to dreamfreeart.com. That's dreamfreeart.com and enter the promo code WTHU10 for 10% off your next visit. Dream Free Art. Come splatter with us today.
All right, we are back live here at Catoctin High School for some exciting playoff baseball. They're getting the pitcher's mound all prepped up there. The covers are off home plate and the pitcher's mound. The field is ready. And the rain has actually stopped, I think. Don't say anything. I know.
You'll invite it back.
I should keep my mouth shut. You're right. Right. Well, for now, the showers have dissipated slightly, I should say. Okay. Yeah, we got a great game lined up for you here, and the Williamsport is going to come to bat first, and we'll give you the batting order for Williamsport. It's Dibblebiss, the center fielder, Lever, the first baseman, and Downs, the third baseman, to lead off for Williamsport. And we were mentioning a few minutes ago how they easily handled Smithsburg last Thursday. Matter of fact, it was 7-0 for most of the game.
Yep.
I was listening to it in the bottom of the seventh, and there was a solo home run shot from Smithsburg, but that was just a whimper, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, by that time, the outcome was decided. Drew Lever, the starting pitcher who had an impressive 3-hit, no-run outing up until that point, basically ran out of pitches. Mm-hmm. He hit the maximum pitch count for a high school pitcher in Maryland, so he had to be relieved. You know, the young man that came in just happened to give up a solo to Smithsburg, but yeah, the game was over. I think if I was the box score right, Williamsport, I think, scored all 7 of their runs in like the 5th and 6th inning.
Yes.
Which led to that comfortable lead into the top of the 7th.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But for them, and baseball is such a mental game, a mental approach, for Williamsport to come into that game even thinking they had a chance to win, because they had lost 11-4 and 12-0 to Smithsburg in their 2 regular season games.
That's 23-4.
Correct.
Total.
You've been outscored 23-4 by the team that
19
you're just now
out
playing.
Runs over. Yeah, that doesn't give you a lot of confidence, does it?
But, boy, Drew Lever must have been impressive on the mound. Couldn't see it live, followed it on Game Changer like you did. But so I know when reached out to Coach Franklin about the keys to win, he just said we got to play well. We got to play well. Williamsport's playing much better than their record. We talked about the close games that they've been involved in. So, don't take anybody lightly in this one and done situation. We talked about these young men were probably disappointed last year. Though Clear Spring did go on to win the state title, they expect here at Catoctin to win that type of game. Yeah. They were not. So I think that brought those young men into this season, and then the combination of the Joe McManus and Peyton Castro, the way they pitched, and the way Coach Franklin has built the defense around them, and the fact that they're hitting a ton. You talked about the 2-out hitting. His team, Catoctin, team batting average is .390.
Yeah, that's impressive.
8 different hitters out of the 9 that typically start bat .340 or above. So they can put the ball in play. They score a lot of runs based on that. And not only are they base hitters, we've seen them. They have some power. Yeah. Joe McManus, the leader in the county, with home runs. So there's power here too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the pressure really is on Catoctin. Williamsport, they've got they're just here having fun.
Nothing to lose.
And I was watching them warm up, and these guys are loose. They're not. They don't look nervous at all. And Catoctin, they're looking over their shoulder a bit right now.
Yep. Sometimes the expectation to win is tougher than let's just show up and play.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're 1 minute past the first pitch here as the two coaches are talking with the umpires at home plate, exchanging lineups. So we'll take another break, and we'll come right back here for the opening pitch of this game with Catoctin in the field and Williamsport at bat. Right here at Catoctin High School, this is the 1A West Region 2 semifinal.
Trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more, Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in 2 wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown.yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
Kelco Plumbing and Backhoe Service LLC is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Thurmont with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. The favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Kelco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done with pricing that won't flood your budget. Burst pipes, water damage, clogged drains, replacement, remodel, or upgrades. Kelco Plumbing services most major fixtures, faucets, water heaters, sump pumps, and well pumps and pressure tanks. Kelco Plumbing is certified and licensed in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Call them today at 301-788-9791. That's 301-788-9791. Emergencies or planned repairs, Kelco Plumbing will go out of their way to explain exactly what needs to be done in simple, easy to understand solutions. When a plumber's work is done, well, everyone is happy. Remember, a good flush beats a full house every time. Kelco Plumbing is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the radio. At Thurmont Country Kitchen, one recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thurmont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thurmont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest. with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family when you're out and about. Their huge menu has something for everybody, and their warm country home atmosphere and small town charm will take you back to simpler times. Thurmont Country Kitchen, satisfying and delicious. You'll feel right at home at Thurmont Country Kitchen. Thurmont Country Kitchen is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics on the radio.
All right, welcome back. Both teams are in the field. Williamsport coming at bat. Catoctin out at the field, the home team. And we're ready for some exciting baseball. Peyton Castello's warming up on the mound, Coach. He has really been quite an amazing compliment to Joey McManus. McManus comes with the heat, and Castello comes with the crafty.
Yeah, and you can't underestimate the fastball from Peyton. But yeah, he works the high, low, inside, outside. Great location pitcher. Great change of speed. One thing that we always try to do when you faced a pitcher like Peyton is not let him mess with your timing. Get up there, look for a pitch, whether that be a curveball or fastball. Look for that pitch. If you get that pitch early in the count, you take a hack. You don't let him mess with your mind with changing locations, high to low, inside to outside, and the speed changes. So we'll see how aggressive Williamsport is. On a day like today, you might let's work the count a little bit, see if rain conditions actually impact anything. But it's always a mind game, not only for the coaches, but the players on days like today.
All right, here we go. The throw down to second, and we're ready to rock. Dibblebis will step up to the plate. The center fielder for the Wildcats, batting right-handed, number 4 in the box. Swing and a miss. Fastball. They got a little tick on a little piece of that ball, but right into the catcher's mitt. Shipton behind the plate, catching another swing. Little off-speed stuff there low. He goes down golfing for it. 0-2 the count now to Dibblebis. Called strike, got him looking.
So
that's a good way to start out.
Very efficient. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. No wasted motion there. Not like you set him up for the third one.
That'll bring the second batter in order for Williamsport. Lever, the first baseman, batting left-handed. Wide stance in the box. He takes a called strike curveball right over the plate. Castello, a left-hander, facing left-handed batter. That makes it really difficult on that batter, because that ball's coming right at him when it breaks over the plate.
And right there's the exact pitch, Michael. In on his hands, breaks late, over the inside corner for the called strike.
0-2 the count now to Lever. Castello kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So again, that change of speed there kind of set him up with that slow curveball that broke on for the second strike, and then the high fastball. He just couldn't catch up.
The third baseman Downs steps into the box, deep in the box. Leans on that back foot, takes a called strike right across the plate. Base hit into right field, right between the first and second baseman.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there. Took that outside curveball and just slapped it into right field in that 3-4 hole.
That'll bring number 3, Gallahue, to the plate, the designated hitter for the Wildcats. Batting right-handed. Low into the catcher's chest pad. He keeps it in front of him. Shipton comes out of his crouch. and guards that runner on first base, keeping him out of scoring position. Downs takes a modest lead. Pitch and delivery in the dirt again. 2-0 the count. 2 outs, runner on first, top of the first. Castello's got to come at him right here.
Yep.
Low again.
So after 8 consecutive strikes,
3 straight
now
balls.
3 straight
Yeah.
balls to this 4th batter of the order for Williamsport.
Could it have anything to do with being distracted by a runner on first?
I would say for Peyton, no.
There it is.
He's just too experienced, and he sees what we see with the modest lead. Doesn't expect Downs to do any running here.
Called strike, 3-1 the count. Into left field, settles underneath it, makes the easy catch, and retires the side. So Castello gets him out by flying out to left field, leaving 1 runner stranded. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We move to the bottom of the first, where the Cougars will bring to the plate Green, Crum, and McManus. After this break, and a message from our great sponsors.
Fans, the May edition of the Catoctin Banner Newsing is on the streets right now, so you definitely want to get your copy. Don't miss Jim Rada's exciting ending of the time-traveling fictional romance story at Loy's Station. Learn about the ice cream excuse at the root of the Sanders Market legacy in Cascade. And you definitely don't want to miss reading about the Great Academy Fire of 1885 that took place in Emmitsburg. Find out who Thomas was in Joan Fry's article, A Man Called Thomas. Go on a health revival with publisher Deb Spaulding, and cheer on the Lady Cougars softball team in Michael Betteridge's Sports Talk. No doubt about it, the Catoctin Banner Newsing is your favorite good news, full-color, monthly publication that celebrates the people, the history, and the events in the northern Frederick County region. So get your free copy today.
All right, we are back here live at Catoctin High School on a rainy Saturday morning. 1A West Region 2 semifinal baseball game here being played. The Lady Cougars will play on Monday against Clear Spring right here at Catoctin High School. We'll bring you that game live as well. But for right now, we've got an exciting bottom of the first with the Cougars coming to the plate, and Cougars love to get their bats going right away.
Like to score early if they can. The first and second inning through the season have been the most productive of the year. Average a little over a run a game in the first inning and almost 3 runs an inning in the second inning alone.
So Shiflett on the mound for the Wildcats, facing the shortstop for the Cougars, Green. And
So
he fouls it away.
That lefty-lefty matchup you talked about, we have that same thing here with left-handed Shiflett against the left-handed batter, Bryant Green.
Low, 1 hopper into the chest pad of Jackson, the catcher. Low and outside. 2-1 the count. If you just joined us, no score here in the bottom of the first. Cougars lead-off batter at the plate. And he drives one deep into left field, settles back underneath it, and makes the out.
Yep, fly out to left field.
That'll bring Connor Crum to the plate. Third baseman for the Cougars for his first at bat of this game. High fastball, ball one. Shiflett threw that one so hard his cap popped off. Off speed, high and outside. 2-0. Crum likes to walk. He's walked a couple times. That Urbana game, he had like, what, 2-3 walks in that game.
In the CMC championship, Connor walked his first 2 times up to bat.
He's up to 3-0 now, so he's looking good.
Very patient hitter, sets the table for the power hitting Joe McManus, who bats third in the order. Would love to step to the plate with a man on first base.
Takes a called strike, 3-1 to count now to Crum. Ball 4 outside, he walked him.
So there it is, that runner on base with McManus up the plate. So you don't really want to pitch around Joey in this situation and put the lead run on second base.
So Shiflett steps off the rubber for a moment, timeout. Now he's back on.
Expect Joey to take his rips. And
well hit deep into center field, all the way back, and it's gone. Two-run home run shot by McManus. Wow, he drove that one well over left center. Right center.
Yeah, right center. And, that just shows you the power of that young man. Typically in high school, you don't see a lot of home runs to the opposite field like that, but he drove that outside pitch to right center over the fence.
So a one-out shot by McManus, and he fought that off. It was inside on the handles, and he just fought that one off, drove it deep, and has got his 10th home run of the year for Joey McManus. That'll bring Worth, left fielder for the Cougars, up to the plate with 1 out. And now Coach Franklin calls timeout. He wants to talk to the umpire.
The umpire initiated this conversation.
Okay. What do you think it is? All right. Conversation's over. Not sure, but it might have been a little taunt, perhaps.
A little
that they were
over exuberance.
They were warned about. They had the curtain call at home plate, so maybe that umpire didn't like that. Ball 1 to Worth. By the way, this umpire, the same umpire who was here last year for what we call the kitty litter game, where it poured down rain. Strike 1. 1-1 the count, and they had to go up to Ace Hardware and buy about 30 bags of kitty litter, and swing and a miss. Must have been about 20, 30 guys out here, including us, spreading kitty litter on the field to get that game underway, which we did. It was amazing. Curveball down to third base. He gloves it. Throw to first. Got him.
Nice patient play there by third baseman Matt Downs. 5-3 if you're scoring at home for the out of Garrett Worth.
So Bell steps to the plate, the second baseman for Catoctin, with 2 out and no runners on. The Cougars lead it 2-0 here on the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss.
Took a rip at that high fastball. Jake batting .365 on the season. Impressive looking 10th grader.
Way high over his head. 1-1 the count. in the dirt. 2-1. He lost his hat again. The pitcher Shiflett's hat popped off. He got a lot of hair, so ball just off the plate. 3-1 the count now to Bell.
Part of that 2-out approach you talked about, Michael. Very patient at the plate.
Chop foul down the line. That'll move the count full now to Bell, taking the Shiflett deep. Oh, fouled away, check swing.
That fastball get in on Jake a little quicker than he was expecting, but able to fight it off to stay alive for one more pitch.
Fouled it away again. Coach Franklin said, that's a good one.
Yeah, he fought that high fastball off there.
Down in the left field. That one's a base hit to the fence, right down the left field line. And Bell with a stand-up double and with 2 outs. And there it is again, that 2-out hitting.
2 out, 2 strike. Yep, that pressure situation, and the Cougars come through again.
That'll bring Shipton to the plate, the catcher, for his first at bat, number 16, batting right-handed. Got that red batting helmet on. Must have run out of helmets. Most of the Cougars wearing Carolina blue helmets. High fastball, ball 1, and the hat comes off again. Somebody needs to help Shiflett, give him some bobby pins or something. Nice changeup right over the plate for a called strike. 2 out, runner on second. 1-1 the count to Shipton. Outside corner of the strike zone, called strike. 1-2 now. Well hit into center field. They drift over, and the center fielder makes the catch on the run with a backhand glove to end the threat and leave one runner stranded, but not until the Cougars, on a 2-run shot from Homer from Joey McManus, take the lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. We move to the second inning, where Williamsport will bring to the plate Jackson, Rousburg, and Shiflett. We'll be right back after this break.
THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is #1 in high school sports broadcasting.
From the entire AM 1450 team, a very happy Mother's Day.
On the go, on the radio, on your mobile device, listen to cool classic oldies and great high school sports at WTHUradio.com.
All right, we are back here for the top of the second inning. Williamsport coming to the plate, down by 2 runs. Number 5, Jackson, the catcher for the Wildcats, steps into the batter's box. Jackson toes that dirt in the batter's box, and he's ready. Castello delivers into center field. It's well hit, and the center fielder, Malachowski, drifts back and makes the easy out.
Well played by Logan. Line drive to center field, sometimes the hardest to judge the distance, but he never a misstep. A little over his right shoulder and back for the catch.
Number 7, the shortstop, Rousberg, at the plate now for the Wildcats. An orange bat. Off-speed pitch low. Ball 1. Curveball right over the plate. Called strike, 1-1. A grounder to short. He gloves it, throw to first, and he got him. Nice pickup by Green there at short.
Yeah, and when that ball rolls across the grass here, it's wet, so got to make sure you get a solid grip. Nice solid throw over to first baseman Joe McManus.
Shiflett, the pitcher now, he takes a cut at it for a strike. 0-1 the count now. Ooh. Curveball inside. Shiflett has to duck out of the way of that one. It didn't break on Peyton like he'd wanted it to. Fouled away. 1-2 the count. 2 outs, no runners on, top of the second. Cougars lead it 2-0.
Yep.
Curveball, got him looking. 3 up, 3 down. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And the Cougars retire the side. We move to the bottom of the second, where the Cougars will come to the plate with Grable, Reed, and Castello after this message.
Centers. Our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
All right, we are back, ready for the bottom of the second inning. The Cougars have a 2-0 lead here. Cougars at the middle of their order.
And we've seen this part of the order 6, 7, and 8 be very productive over the course of the season. We talked about in the pregame the team batting average of 390, so that means everybody through this lineup can hit and get on base.
Ball outside to Grable, Cougars right fielder. Takes a called strike. Got him looking. Into center field, shallow. He has to charge in to make the catch, and he does.
Nice play on that looping line drive by center fielder Wyatt Devilbus.
So Reed, the designated hitter for the Cougars, the freshman, steps up to the plate. Called strike right across the knees. High. Ball one. Strike two, the count, 1-2. Got some fans set up in their chairs out there in left field over the fence, beyond the fence. Got a great view from there. In the dirt, that'll even it up at 2 apiece. Some of them with their umbrellas out. One of them's got one of those chairs that's got a built-in canopy on it. Ball just off the plate. The count goes full again. Taking Shiflett deep in the pitch count. Ooh. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Good change up there by Dillon. Hunter could not hold up that swing.
First strikeout of the game for Shiflett. That'll bring Castello, bottom of the order, to the plate. The pitcher takes one low. Ball one. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Cougars lead at 2-0. Strike one. 1-1 the count.
Get another patient hitter for the Cougars.
Got him looking. Throwing that same left-handed curveball at him like he threw at Shiflett in Shiflett's last at bat. Ooh, and that one hit him. Hit him on his right arm, not his pitching arm. He grabs that elbow and trots down to first base on the hit pitch.
So with 2 outs, Catoctin gets another runner on base.
So Castello massaging that forearm down on first base, takes a look at it, and now he takes his lead.
Ooh.
And we're back to the top of the order with Green. Throw back to first, not in time. And it was a kind of a wild throw. The first baseman had to leap over Castello to keep the ball in play.
Yeah, Peyton taking a nice size lead. Left-handed Shiflett just tried to step back and throw quickly to first. A little errant on that throw.
Little chin music there for a ball. 1-0 the count now to Greeny.
That's a balk.
Into center field. That one's going to drop for a base hit. And it moves the runner to second.
Took that outside curveball and just served it to left field. Nice piece of hitting by Bryant.
That will bring Connor Crum to the plate. He walked in his last at bat. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Now we've got a substitution for Castello on substitute runner
Courtesy runner.
Patrick Moran. High and outside, ball one.
This is a big spot for Dillon. Does not want to face Joey McManus with runners on base. 2 outs, needs to get Connor Crum.
Called strike right across the waist. 1-1 the count. In the dirt. Jackson keeps it in play and holds the runner on second off his chest pad. Pulls that mask off and goes after it. High and away. Ball 3. Connor takes him to 3-1 now. Connor trying to get another walk. 1 pitch away from loading the bases. And there it is. He trots down to first, and the table is set. The silverware is out, the candles are lit, the flowers are on, and the table is set for Joey McManus as Coach Jameson trots out to the mound, and the whole infield comes in for a huddle up. They decide what they're going to do. They can't walk him. They got to pitch to him. Well, how many times did McManus get walked against Urbana? What a great game that was, by the way. We took that one all the way till we ran out of light.
Yep. 9th inning, they called it due to darkness out at FCC.
Tied it.
McManus, his first 2 at bats, they got him out.
Yeah.
The next 3, they walked him. 2 of those intentionally.
And one has to wonder why when he wasn't having a productive day. It wasn't like he'd done anything to scare them at that point.
Oh.
But they knew, yeah.
Yeah, they knew.
They knew. They
Just
knew
like
he was
this
due.
one here, Now, do you walk Joey here? Well,
give
if
up
you
the
do,
run.
you give up 1.
Right.
If you let him hit it,
you might give up 2 or 3. And Joey's an all or nothing batter. I mean,
he's gonna rip.
Yeah.
That's
what he did. Deep
all
to
the way
the
to the
fence
wall.
in left field, down the line. Here comes the runner home, and a stand-up 3-run RBI double for Joey McManus as he points to the dugout, and they give him the cheer.
So, pick your poison there, Michael. Do you walk him or let him hit?
I'd walk him now that I've seen what he does.
Hit that hard down the left field line, and it was like perfect because it rolled all the way against the fence and just settled against the fence in left field, which allowed the runner from first base, Connor Crum, good athlete, good speed, take all the way first to home on a triple to left field, which you don't see a whole lot. Now a triple to right field, first to home, okay.
Well, Crum was getting on it. When he came around third base, I was watching him, and he had his motor running. He was already around third base before they even touched the ball at the fence. So the Cougars put 3 up. 2 up.
No, you're 3 with 2 outs again.
Oh, 3 up with 2 outs.
So that 2 out inning,
with 2 outs again. Wow, amazing in the first and second inning. And, we talked about that game at Urbana. We had said, that we were kind of puzzled why a beautiful field like that didn't have lights. And lo and behold, it ended up being a 3-3 tie, and they had to sort of do the co-championship between Urbana and Catoctin, but looks like Catoctin has picked up where they left off right here. Already putting 5 across the plate in the bottom of the second.
So now the designated hitter, Cole Gallahue, comes in to pitch. And I thought I saw some shifting in the outfield, but we'll let you know if any other changes come to the plate, which are the important ones if you're scoring at home.
Right. So Worth steps into the bat. He ground out to third in his last at bat. 2 outs. Joey McManus on second. Cougars lead at 5-0. Fastball outside. 1-0 the count. Ball 2.
Gap.
Base hit into the gap in left center. Here comes a run home. McManus scores across the plate. Worth with an RBI single.
Big RBI, 2-out hit.
Second baseman Bell steps into the batter's box with a runner on first and 2 out. Called strike. Curveball from the right-handed pitcher. Fouled away off the inside handle on Bell's bat. Oh, and 2 the count. Jake Bell, that green bat out over the plate. He checks one off. It's going to right into the glove of the right fielder. Check swing. Easy fly out. And that ends the inning. But not until the Cougars put 4 runs across the plate. Oh, I got it on 1, 2, 3 hits. And no errors. We move to the top of the third after this.
Respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today. Are you looking for an expert mechanic you can trust? One that has excellent service at a fair price. Call Kenny at Catoctin Mountain Motorsports, conveniently located just off Route 15 at Roddy Creek Road in Thurmont. Catoctin Mountain Motorsports is a family-owned, full-service repair shop specializing in dirt bikes, UTVs, ATVs, and more. Or if your thing is more on-road, check out the broad range of automotive and motorcycle makes and models Catoctin Mountain Motorsports can service. Don't ignore that check engine light. Catoctin Mountain Motorsports will read the code for you.
All right, we are back here live for the opening of the bottom of the second inning. Go ahead, Rick.
Top of the third inning, actually.
Thank you.
And Peyton Caslow on the mound, very efficient through the first 2 innings, striking out 3 of the 7 batters he's faced, giving up 1 base hit. And now at the plate is left fielder Gavin Sprout for the Wildcats. Ball 1 on the pitch 1, and then strike on the second pitch. Excellent control here by Peyton so far in this game. Light rain has started to fall again here in Thurmont, but the field holding up really well, the infield dirt area. Called strike 3. Gets him on a low inside fastball. So Reed Bowman, the second baseman, steps to the plate for the Wildcats. Two balls, no strikes, the count. Strike called. Two balls, one strike, the count. To Reed, swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2. The ninth grader fouls it off. Fouls off the 2-strike pitch. Out over the first base dugout. Oh, just missed on that outside curveball, bringing the count to full. The ninth grader Bowman well played by the right fielder. Had him played well, tight to the line on first base, expecting an opposite field hit, and he got the exact hit right where he wanted to be. So we roll around to the top of the order. Center fielder Wyatt Devilbus steps in for the Wildcats. First pitch called ball. Strike called. 1-1. Ground ball past the diving third baseman Connor Crum. Backed hand by shortstop Bryant Green. He decides to hold the ball. So infield base hit for Wyatt. So with 2 outs now. First baseman Drew Lever steps to the plate. The senior Drew bats left-handed, facing the left-handed Castello. High fastball, just a little inside. Peyton lost control of that one, high and inside. Batter Drew has to duck down. 2 balls, no strikes. That curveball stays inside for another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. Called strike.
Yeah, he took that one.
Yeah, that was a take all the way, trying to set the table for their number 3 hitter, Matt Downs, who had a base hit in his initial at bat.
Swing and a miss. So did I. Apparently the scoreboard was wrong. They had 2 strikes, but now it's full.
Now it's full with 2 outs.
Headed for us.
Oh, it's over our head.
Yeah.
Out of here. Foul ball over the third base dugout. Base runner Wyatt Devilbus taking off on pitcher release. Has to jog back to first base.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
So, after 2.5 innings, 6-0 Cougars. Retired Williamsport on 1 hit there in the top of the 3rd inning.
We'll be right back after this break.
E-bikes are the latest trend in urban and suburban transportation. Pedal or throttle, exercise or relax. E-bikes are everywhere now in our area. Fredericktown Yamaha Cycle Company is Frederick County's largest supplier of pedal-assisted e-bikes. Fredericktown Yamaha is a supplier of Yamaha, Giant, and Intense electric bikes. From open road to crosstown commutes, mountain bikes, and more, Fredericktown Yamaha specializes in 2 wheels and a motor. Since 1975, located just off Urbana Pike in Frederick. Check out our website at fredericktown-yamaha.com. Fredericktown Yamaha, where the fun begins.
Looking for an unusual, exciting family fun experience? Check out Dream Free Art. That's right. Dream Free Art is a Frederick studio where you can explore the artist in you, create exciting memories, and make a mess too. Splatter art is the latest craze in family fun for people who like to live life outside the coloring lines and just let go. Just come to our studio, grab some brushes, and fling some paint to create your own masterpiece. Leave the cleanup to us. To reserve your next family fun time, go to dreamfreeart.com. That's dreamfreeart.com and enter the promo code WTHU10 for 10% off your next visit. Dream Free Art. Come splatter with us today.
Oh, nice. Right off the bat, just as we get back on with you, Williamsport drives one into center. Catoctin drives one into center field. The Williamsport center fielder has to rush in and make the ankle catch, which he does.
Yeah, nice play by Wyatt. On contact was rushing in to catch that looping line drive and does so before it hits the dirt.
So that'll bring Grable to the plate. Right fielder flew out to center field in his last at bat. He chops one down the third baseline foul. 1-1 the count now. Big crowd here today. Very impressive for a Saturday. There was hardly anybody here at game start, but they've all been steady stream of people coming in. And
yeah, I think they were waiting in their car on this rainy day, and it's actually it has brightened up a little bit here, and It's a fine mist right now, but very tolerable if you're a baseball fan.
Ball 2-2 now to Grable. Check swing in the center field. Center fielder drifts over into right gap and makes the catch.
So Brandon just trying to fight off that nice two-strike pitch, lofts it into center field for the easy out.
I'll bring Hunter Reed to the plate. Reed 0 for 1 on the day. Takes a strike. Coach Franklin tells him takes a slider to right. Another check swing. Ball 1. Ooh, got him looking. Took a check at it. And umpire said strike. Or actually, it sounds more like a karate. Hi-ya! That one's in the dirt. 2-2 the count now. 2-2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bottom of the third. Cougars lead at 6-0. The count moves full now, high and outside. Gallahue takes a look, kicks and delivers.
Ooh.
Called strike, got him looking, and Reed's not happy.
Yeah, I think he was guessing slider and got a curveball. So, nice pitch there by Cole.
Good relief by Gallahue as he goes 3 up and 3 down. We move to the top of the 4th inning after this break.
Landscaping, locally owned and operated, winner 8 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Hawkins Landscaping is #1 with an array of full landscape site design, lawn maintenance, hardscaping, lighting, drainage, and more. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your landscape from a dream to reality. From the design through construction and into maintenance, Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you are looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your landscape, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
All right, welcome back. We are here at the top of the 4th inning. Cougars lead at 6-0. Downs, the third baseman, comes to the plate 1 for 1 on the afternoon. Well, is it afternoon yet? No, we've got 1 minute before it becomes afternoon. Okay, so 1 for 1 on the morning. That's something you don't hear in baseball too often. High school baseball.
Yeah, what do they call this, kind of game where you start at 11 in the morning? In the evening, they're twilight games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what do they call a brunch game?
Yeah. Brunch. Ball 1. Make it ball 2 now. 2-0 the count. Low, ball 3.
I'm sure the Wildcats would love, if they could, to work Peyton deep into the count and run that pitch count up so that if they can stay in the game, keep the innings moving, that they might see relievers.
Ball 4. 4 straight balls to Downs, and he trots down to first base on the walk.
You don't see that a whole lot with Peyton. Doesn't walk many batters.
That'll bring Gallahue to the plate. Curveball called strike. High fly ball into left center. Malachowski makes the catch.
Got a little under that pitch. Lofted it to mid-range left center field for the easy catch.
That'll bring the catcher Jackson to the plate. He flew out in a similar fashion in his last at bat. He takes a called strike fastball right over the meat of the plate. One out, runner on first. Top of the 4th. Another called strike. 0-2 the count now to Jackson. Jackson with that real wide batting stance. Closed. Chops one back to the pitcher, throw to second. They get the force. They try to turn 2, and they do.
Great play by Peyton at pitcher. One hopper, turns, solid throw to second base. Shortstop covering, and an accurate throw to first for the double play.
3 up, 3 down. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Cougars will bring to the plate Castello, Green, and Crum after this.
I want to wish a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Enjoy every moment. You do the most important job in the world.
Jelco Plumbing and Backhoe Service LLC is conveniently located at 108 North Carroll Street in Thurmont with over 40 years of experience in the plumbing industry, celebrating its 10th year serving our community, specializing in all phases of plumbing, including septic installation and repair. The favorite part of our job is meeting new people and knowing that we helped. Jelco Plumbing prides itself on a job well done with pricing that won't flood your budget. Burst pipes, water damage, clogged drains, replacement, remodel, or upgrades. Jelco Plumbing services most major fixtures, faucets, water heaters, sump pumps, and well pumps and pressure tanks. Kelco Plumbing is certified and licensed in Maryland and Pennsylvania. Call them today at 301-788-9791. That's 301-788-9791. Emergencies or planned repairs, Kelco Plumbing will go out of their way to explain exactly what needs to be done.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the 4th inning. The pitcher, Peyton Castello, steps into the batter's box and pats that wet dirt down in the batter's box. We can't even see the batter's box lines anymore at home plate. Cougars lead at 6-0. Castello was hit by a pitch in his right forearm in his last at bat. Steps in now. Fastball. High, ball 1. Called strike. 1-1 the count. Ball low and inside. Outfield playing straight away. Medium depth. Maybe even a little shallow and left. Chopper to the second baseman, throw to the pitcher who covers, and they get Castello on the ground out.
Good hustle there by pitcher Gallahue, getting off the mound when he saw the first baseman wasn't going to be able to play the ball to his inside, just kept running. Second baseman, nice play, nice toss to the pitcher covering for the out.
To the top of the order we go. The shortstop Green steps into the box. He grounds one to second base, glove, throw to first, 2 up, 2 down.
2 ground balls to the second baseman.
That'll bring Crum to the plate. Crum, with just like he did against Urbana, 2 walks in the first 2 innings of the game.
And 2 runs scored.
High, way over his head. Ball 1. 2 outs. No runners on. Bottom of the 4th. Ooh. Got him on that changeup, swing and a miss. High. Ball 2. 2-1 the count now.
And we're to 3-1.
Fouled off, out of play. Full count. Crum takes it all the way down. Let's see if he can get 3 walks in a row right here. Oh, he struck him out.
Couldn't lay
Got
off
him with
the
a he
high
couldn't
one.
lay off
Yep.
that high fastball. It was a ball too.
Yeah, sure was. Good piece of pitching though. I'm sure Connor was expecting that slider, but the ball never broke, stayed up head high. He could not catch up to it.
All right, 3 up, 3 down here in the Cougars, bottom of the 4th. We move to the top of the 5th. Williamsport will bring to the plate Rousburg, Shiflett, and Sprout. After this, we'll be right back.
Choir director who taught me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
All right, here we go. Number 7, Rousburg, the shortstop at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day, takes a called strike.
Starting to rain a little bit now, more than a drizzle.
Timeout, umpire calls.
Here in the top of the 5th, we got to get through this half inning to be official.
Base hit, grounder past the shortstop into left field. So a leadoff base hit now for Rousburg. That'll bring Shiflett to the plate.
In the other semifinal matchup, it's Brunswick Clear Spring 3-3 in the middle after top of 4.
That is really
at Clear Spring.
That is really unexpected.
Well, maybe Clear Spring, like Catoctin, saving number 1 for the next round on the mound. If Catoctin's able to work through this without pitching Joey McManus at all, he's set the table for him to pitch Tuesday evening here.
Ball 2, 2-0 the count.
But first, Catoctin's got to get through this. Peyton's starting to struggle with control a little bit. You wonder if the ball's not getting wet for him.
Three and 0. Shiflett. He'll take this one. Ball 4. 4 straight balls, and now McManus walking over to talk to Peyton. The 2 pitchers, 1 and 2 pitchers on this team. Here comes Shipton, the catcher, out. Just kind of talking about how they're going to handle Sprout here. With runners on first and second and no outs.
With a 6-run lead, it's just got to get an out. You talk about a possible bunt rotation here.
We haven't seen a bunt yet in this game.
Nope.
No small ball yet. There it is. He sticks that bat out and pops it out over the screen there and out of play.
First baseman Joey McManus charging hard as soon as he saw the hands drop from batter Sprout.
So the force is at third with runners on first and second. Look for Sprout to try and bunt it down here again. Oh and 1 the count. McManus coming in. He shows bunt, takes a called strike as he pulls that bat back. 0 and 2 now. He'll be swinging on this one.
In that other game, and we know Brunswick has some very talented pitchers also. So right now, Ellison is pitching for Brunswick.
Yeah, we saw him. He's a good pitcher. Got him on the curveball, struck him out.
So big out there recorded by the Cougars on the strikeout, holding those runners at first and second. Bringing up the freshman Reed Bowman for his second at bat.
Popped away out over the dugouts.
On Reed's initial at bat, he hit a little looper to right field that looked like it was going to drop, but right fielder for Catoctin, Braden Grable, was well positioned on the first base line to make the easy catch.
In the dirt. Shipton keeps it out in front of him off his chest pad. They get a fresh ball now. 1-1 the count. One out. Runners on first and second for Williamsport. Called strike just on the outside edge of the strike zone. That'll move the count to 1-2 to Bowman. Low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Green playing a little game with the runner on second. Banging that glove and trying to scare him. That one's in the dirt. Here goes the runners. And it gets past the catcher. And the runner holds. Both runners move up a base on the passed ball. The count goes full. Now we have runners on second and third with 1 out. And Castello in a bit of a little jam here. His first real challenge of the game. Does not want to load the bases. Would really like to get this out. Fouled away. Out of play. Another pitch.
Yep. Fights that pitch off. Stays alive.
Ball 4 outside. So he loads the bases as he walks Bowman. So that'll set the table for the top of the order. Divelbiss, I have him as 1 for 2 on the day.
Yep.
Singled in his last at bat. Ball inside. Well, Castello wiping that hand off on his jersey, his pants. Trying to keep it dry, but it's a light rain going. Check swing fouled out and out of play. McManus drifts over to try to make it, but the ball keeps tailing away out over the dugout.
Yeah, not a lot of foul territory here at Catoctin. That one not just out of play, but actually over the fence at the greenhouse.
1-1 the count now to Divelbiss. Forces at home with the bases loaded. Fouled away.
Nice fastball, high fastball. Had Wyatt a little behind it. Catoctin's defense, first and third are up, so if they'll get a ground ball, they'll come home for the force. Second and short are playing double play depth. Ball up the middle, they'll try for the routine double play.
Chop foul. Curveball from Castello. Divelbiss way out in front of that one. He pulls it down the third baseline. Again, he stays alive, fouls it back to the screen. Still 1-2 now. 1 out, bases loaded. Top of the 5th. Cougars lead it 6-0. Williamsport threatening. High fly ball into right field. He's got to charge in fast. He slides and makes the catch. Throw to home, not in time. So the sac fly to right field brings 1 run home. What's that?
Nobody scored.
Nobody scored.
They didn't.
They held up.
I don't know why they held him up. It looked like he had plenty of time.
I don't know either. I thought for sure I saw him go down. So no runs scored.
Nope.
They get the out.
At the initial at bat, I think I was watching Bryant out there on that fly ball to right. He kind of took a misstep back, which forced him to run in and make that kind of diving, sliding effort to make the out. Then quickly up with a strong throw home, held the runners in place.
Curveball inside, ball 1 to Lever. So 2 outs, bases loaded. Top of the 5th. Low and inside. That'll move the count to 2 balls and no strikes. Peyton does not want to walk a run in here.
And he's pitched very well against Drew the initial at bats.
Called strike on the inside of the strike zone. 2-1 the count.
Struck Drew out swinging both times. So I expect Peyton to just go right after him.
They are warming someone up in the bullpen.
Fouled off. And right into the crowd.
That little kid tried to catch it with his bare hands.
Got Gavin Hughes warming up out there in the bullpen. It's not Hughes.
Watkins.
Watkins. Gavin Watkins, that's right. What am I saying?
Got him.
Check swing got him. So Castello pitches himself out of that jam by 2 strikeouts and a fly out to right field. And Williamsport leaves 3 runners stranded on 1 hit, no runs and no errors. We move to the bottom of the 5th after this.
One recent diner summed it up perfectly.
This place is so good, the words are hard to find. It's a wonderful small-town diner with awesome food and great service.
Thurmont Country Kitchen is located on Water Street in downtown Thurmont. Open weekdays 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Remember when Grandma used to say, if you're looking for a great restaurant, follow the locals. And that's exactly what you'll find at Thurmont Country Kitchen. A wonderful mixture of out-of-town guests, travelers up and down Route 15, and the locals who love Country Kitchen's award-winning roasted chicken. Homemade cooking at its finest, with lots of sweets and goodies at the counter to go. Country Kitchen is a great place for birthday parties, meetings, or just to take the family.
All right, we are back here live. And so it looks like they're going to intentionally walk McManus.
So to start the inning, they walk McManus.
So they put McManus on first base so they can face Worth. How do you score that with an intentional walk? Is it just a base on balls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, with the pitch count now in high school, they don't. Actually, they're even doing that in the major leagues. You can just tell the umpire to send them down to first base. So, but, yep.
Worth fouls one off. 0-1 the count now to the left fielder. He's 1 for 2 on the day. High fly ball, left center, left fielder makes the catch.
Yeah, I think Garrett just missed that one. Got good carry out to mid-left center field.
So that'll bring Bell to the plate. Bell 1 for 2 on the day. With 1 out, McManus on first. Liner gets through the glove of the third baseman and into left field for a single.
Yep. Just past the reach out from third baseman Downs. Could not get his glove on that ball for a base hit. Joey McManus advances to second. Jake Bell on first.
And that brings the catcher Shipton to the plate.
Over in Clear Springs, Brunswick has a runner on second with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Looking to push that lead run across.
Oh, Shipton shows bunt. And we thought he got hit, but he didn't. He had to get out of there fast. DJ ducked out, the junior catcher for the Cougars. Looks over to Coach Franklin. Has the signal now. Low. Ball 2.
So now in the bullpen also Garrett Worth and Logan Malakowski for the Cougars. Loosening.
Oh. Showing bunt again.
Come on, man, we're better than that. That's not, your feet are moving backwards.
He did stab at it. Missed it. Called strike.
2-1 the count now to Shipton.
So in the pitching, unofficially I have Peyton.
Fly ball to left field, left center. The center fielder drifts over, makes the catch in the gap. The runners hold.
I have Catoctin pitcher Peyton Castello at mid-80s pitching-wise. So even if he was relieved right now, he has to do the 4 days rest. So I really expect to see Coach Franklin roll him back out there and let him continue. See if he can actually finish this game.
Rabel takes a called strike, 0 for 2 on the day.
He might be tiring a little bit because we've seen him struggling with his control, which he does not typically do.
2 out. Runners on first and second. Oh, and he's hit. Did he get hit by that or he just got out of the way? Okay, he showed bunt.
And bunted it foul. Off his bat. 2 strikes.
A chopper to the first baseman. He gloves it, turns, throws to the pitcher who covers, and they get the ground out.
Good execution there. First base to pitcher covering for the 3rd out. 3-1 if you're scoring at home.
1 hit, no runs, no errors. We move now to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Cougars coming to the plate after this.
Supreme Court temporarily keeps abortion pill access. This is Matt Staver with Freedom's Call. In a recent emergency ruling, the U.S. Supreme Court voted to temporarily block the injunction against the abortion pill known as mifepristone amid an ongoing legal challenge over its regulatory approval. A majority of justices granted an emergency request by the Food and Drug Administration and the pill's manufacturer to stop a Texas federal judge's suspension of the FDA's approval of the drug until a full appeals court can consider the case, and then the lower district court. The case is far from over, as all the matters will now move through the lower courts. Regrettably, the High Court has chosen to maintain the status quo by keeping a highly questionable and harmful drug on the market. Chemical abortions harm women and cruelly kill defenseless children in the womb. The FDA needs to be held accountable. Stay informed at Liberty Counsel's website, lc.org/life.
All right, we are back here, top of the 6th inning. Williamsport coming to the plate. Catoctin's Peyton Castello going the distance so far. Facing number 10 now. The leadoff batter is Downs at the plate.
The third baseman is 1 for 1 with a walk. Peyton has allowed 3 hits and given up 3 walks.
Curveball got him swinging.
7 strikeouts through 5 innings.
Down in the dirt, and he went after it. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count now to Downs. Fastball just off the strike zone. 1-2 the count now for Costello. Oop, got him swinging. And he dropped the ball, picked him up, and tags him for the out.
Nice play by DJ to keep that in front of him on that outside curveball, so the runner on the swing and a miss could not get down to first base.
That'll bring Gallahue to the plate. Gallahue flew out to left center in his last at bat. 1 out, no runners on, top of the 6th. Cougars lead at 6-0. Swing and a miss, big cut.
Not getting cheated on that swing. Cole with a big rip.
Again, way underneath it, strike 2, swing and a miss. He throws him some junk, and it's just outside. 1-2 the count. Ooh. Oh, line drive right into the glove of Connor Crum at third base. Good thing he was awake.
Yeah, Cole was right on that pitch. Smoked it right to Connor Crum. Basically put his glove up to defend himself.
Yeah, it was a defensive catch, right. 2 up, 2 down. Jackson ground out to the pitcher in his last at bat.
Strike.
Into a double play. 0-1 the count to Jackson. In the dirt and back to the screen. Castello showing a little bit of arm. Looks like his arm might be tired. He's stretching that arm and rotating it as he steps onto the mound. Ball 2, low and away. 2-1 the count. Beautiful curveball right in the strike zone. Broke over the plate. And it goes to 2-2.
Ooh,
another curveball. This one didn't break. So now we're a full 3-2 the count with 2 out in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in 3 batters. 3 up, 3 down they go. And we move to the bottom of the 6th with the Cougars coming to the plate.
Here's another cool oldies 1450 reminder. Recently, in the local newspaper, the Frederick County Board of Education announced that its 6-year-old policy 443 of allowing boys who think they are girls to share bathrooms with biological girls and boys who want to gain a physical advantage by competing in girls' sports by simply declaring that they are girls to share a locker room and showers with your daughters will not change in spite of recent pressure by parents to stop this ridiculous and dangerous policy. The board announced that 6 out of 7 elected officials are comfortable with this volatile situation. Recently, in Loudoun County, Virginia, a girl was raped in a bathroom by a boy who claimed he was a girl. The local school board quietly moved the boy to another school without any repercussions where he raped another girl. When the father came to the school board meeting outraged, her father was arrested for trespassing. Look, our schools have the lowest test scores in decades, and the focus is on gender identity, not academics. Do we really want to see what happened in Virginia happen here, or are we prepared to do something? Wednesday, May 17th, concerned parents led by Transparency in Education, a grassroots parent advocacy group, will show up at the Frederick County Board meeting to rally support to have Policy 443 changed and put children's important life decisions back where they belong, in the hands of their parents, not school educators and administrators. This is a call to everyone in northern Frederick County to show up Wednesday, May 17th at the Frederick County main office in Frederick at 5 p.m. to stop these practices right away. Please wear a red shirt and bring a friend to the rally. That's Wednesday, May 17th at the Frederick County Public School main office beginning at 5 p.m. Show our school board you won't.
All right, we are back here live in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cougars leading at 6-0. 3-0 the count now.
Hunter Reed looking to get on base for the first time this afternoon.
Ball 4, he took 4 straight balls after striking out in his first 2 at-bats. Hunter Reed trots down to first base. That'll bring the pitcher, Castello, to the plate. Oh, he blazed down a beautiful bunt. Oh, and it's a bad throw to first, and the runner goes on to third. Gorgeous bunt by Peyton Castello. Trickled right down the third base line, about a foot inside in fair territory.
Yeah, and I mean, Cole did the best thing he could. Threw quickly to first, just a little errant. First baseman able to knock it down, hold Peyton on first base, but allowed Hunter Reed to round to third.
Back to the top of the order, Green. He lays down a bunt down the right baseline. Turn and look. They got the runner caught in the rundown at third.
Hunter's trying to
They go home, and he's tagged out.
Yep.
So they get Hunter Reed caught in a hot box, and they get him. So good defense by Williamsport.
Yep. So we record the out. Hunter Reed off third base. Bryant Green now on first, and Peyton on second.
Crum comes to the plate now with 1 out, runners on first and second. Big cut by Connor, swing and a miss. Low and away. Ball one. Two and 0 the count. Ball two. Fouled away. Fought that one off. Right on the inside handle of the bat.
2 balls, 2 strikes. See if Connor can keep this bat alive.
Oh, called strike, got him looking. That was a changeup. Died right there, just in the strike zone as it dropped out. He thought it was low. He followed it all the way down, but now once again they walk McManus to load the bases. I'm not sure about that decision, but
yeah, we talked about it before, and then they pitched to him and he hit a 3 RBI triple.
Well, you got a point there.
So
pinch runner on third. Patrick Moran steps in. Bases loaded, 2 out.
And Garrett Worth had to run in from the bullpen, get his batting helmet on quick. Getting himself.
I have Worth 1 for 3 on the day.
Yep. Out. On a ground ball to the third base and a fly ball to left, and then the base hit in the second inning.
Swing and a miss. I'm laughing at Coach Franklin. I don't know if our listeners could hear that, but
he's coaching him up.
He is coaching him up.
Coach Franklin.
Again, low. Ball one. 1-1 the count to Worth. Check swing.
Missed outside.
Ball low and away. 2-1 now. 2 outs. Bases loaded. This is where the Cougars thrive. Swing and a miss. Coach Franklin says this is your opportunity to change everything, and that is exactly right. Infield playing straight away, but shallow. Outfield, I'm sorry. A little chopper to the pitcher, easy toss to first, and they retire the side to strand 3 runs here in the bottom of the 6th. We move to the top of the 7th for the Williamsport's last at-bat, where they'll bring Rousberg, Shiflett, and Sprout to the plate after this.
It's the hardest job in the world. You deserve a day. Go to the spa. Pick get lots of flowers. Take the day off. Happy Mother's Day.
Where do you get your real-time information? News, weather, traffic, school delays, and cancellations. At Cool 1450 AM, one of our most important resources is FrederickScanner.com. Live traffic cams, weather cams, city and county resources, police, fire and rescue. Anyone living, working, or traveling in and around Frederick should bookmark FrederickScanner.com on their PC or go to their Facebook page and download the mobile app today. FrederickScanner.com. a live information window to Frederick County.
All right, we're back. Top of the 7th inning, final at bat. Peyton Castello will go the difference. No?
I think he's going to run out of pitches. Maximum state of Maryland is 105. I got him right around the 100 mark. Now, whatever batter he starts, he can finish that batter when he hits that limit. So we'll see.
Okay.
See how patient Williamsport is to force Catoctin's hand into getting a reliever on the mound, or if they just go out and attack and see what happens.
Rousberg steps into the box, singled in his last at bat. He takes a curveball for a called strike. In the dirt, check swing, ball 1. They go down to first base. First base said he did not break his wrists. So it is a ball. Hit into left field. Left fielder gets on his horse and runs over there quickly. Loses his hat, but he makes the catch on the run. Great defensive play by the outfield.
Yeah, nice play by Garrett Worth. He and center Logan Mikowski both looked like they had the opportunity to catch that. Good communication, avoid the collision, and make the out. Now we have number 22 hitting for Williamsport. 22. Noah Stratiff, senior left-handed batter for Williamsport.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 the count now. Oh, got him looking at that curveball, and it was
straight.
pretty.
So that allows Peyton to stay on the mound and face this batter. Unofficially, I have him 1 or 2 pitches shy of maximum. Now, I could be way off, but see what happens here.
Regardless, he's 1 out away from the victory.
If he can get this batter, we'll see what happens if this batter is able to get on base. Either way, solid 6-0 lead here for Catoctin in the top of the 7th.
The batter is Sprout. The left fielder struck out in his last at bat. Count is 1-1. 2 outs. Cougars lead at 6-0 in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. So Castello 1 strike away from a victory here in the semi. Ball low and away. That evens the count at 2-2. As Peyton wipes the sweat off his brow, steps on the rubber, kicks and delivers. Ooh. Check swing. Well, let's see if they go down to first for a call. They do not. So the count is full now.
Rain's picking up a little bit here in Thurmont.
Oh, foul tip back to the screen. Sprout stays alive. Ooh. Ball 4. Just off the plate by a shadow. So the runner trots down to first. Sprout gets on the base on balls.
And that'll do it for Peyton. Hit the pitch count.
So Mike Franklin walks out to the mound. Let's see who they're going to bring in to relieve him.
Left fielder Garrett Worth makes the jog in from left field. Great outing by Peyton.
Castlo gets a round of applause as Worth comes in relief. And you say that pitch count is 105? So now he has to wait 4 days before he can pitch again.
Yep.
That would take us to the quarterfinals, wouldn't it?
That would be Thursday. He would be eligible to pitch again.
That's the quarterfinals.
That's the round of 8. Yep. So if Catoctin is able to record this last out here quickly, that sets the table for Joey McManus to pitch
against
the winner of Clear Spring Brunswick, which is still tied at 3 in the 7th inning. Brunswick had bases loaded in the 5th with 2 outs, could not scratch a run, so the score remains tied. And let me see. Kerr for Clear Spring has just reached his pitch count, 104 pitches, so he'll be relieved shortly, which means he will not be eligible to pitch on Tuesday here at Catoctin. So a lot of strategy involved when you're working your pitching rotation for these playoffs, which is a game every other day, and the pitch count limitations that the state of Maryland has on these young men. So Peyton goes out to left field, Costello, and Garrett Worth comes in to pitch.
Worth pitched in the game against Urbana, the third reliever of that game. We had McManus, then Castello, then Worth. And he did an admirable showing.
Yeah, he pitched second and third inning against the Hawks, allowing 1 run. But, yep, solid pitcher.
Bowman takes a strike. The second baseman in the bottom of the order.
Hit him.
Hit him on the arm, so a hit pitch. Bowman trots down to first base. Sprout moves over to second. We go back to the top of the order with Divelbus. Who flew out in his last at bat. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Cougars 1 out away from a victory here. Worth coming in to relieve Castello, who exceeded the pitch count of the state rules. High fastball, ball 1 to Divelbus, the center fielder. I have him as 1 for 3 on the day. Easy grounder to short. He picks it up, throw to first. They got him, and that's it. So Worth gets them to ground out to retire the side, leave 2 runners stranded. And the Cougars secure the W in their first round, a first round bye, the second round of the 1A West bracket, the Region 2 semifinal. The Cougars will move on to play for the final, the 2A West, on Tuesday.
Yep.
1A West.
1A
Thank
West,
you.
Region 2 final on Tuesday afternoon, probably 4:30.
Opponent to be determined. Great game here, exciting. Lots of good hitting, some great pitching.
The first 2 innings highlighted by Joey McManus's 2-run home run in the first inning, and then 3 Bagger, 3 RBI triple in the second inning, basically shut the door on Williamsport, and the pitching from Peyton Castello, solid outing, allowed only, I have him unofficially for 3 hits. So a 3-hit shutout for Castello through 6 2/3 innings.
And I have him with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts.
And 9.
9. Oh yeah, that was before the reliever came in?
Yes.
9 strikeouts on the afternoon for Peyton Castello. A good, solid performance by the Catoctin Cougars here at Catoctin High School.
Yep, and then continue to follow the Brunswick Clear Spring game on Game Changer. It's 3-3 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Brunswick has a runner on first, and a relief pitcher has come in for Clear Spring. Muir now pitching. Ellison is the pitcher of record for Brunswick yet, so he will not be eligible if they win to pitch on Tuesday here in the region final.
Interesting. All right, we want to remind you we've got a game Monday. We come back here. Might as well just lock the gear up in the shed over there and instead of dragging it back to the station.
Do you
right?
rent some space here at the high school?
We come back here Monday for some great girls softball. The Lady Cougars hosting Clear Spring.
Clear Spring.
On Monday, right here, first pitch at 4:30, I understand. And we'll bring you the whole game live. Good live coverage here. I hope it's a beautiful day. It's supposed to. The weather looks like it will be promising for Monday. We feel very fortunate that we were able to get this game in for you today, in spite of the rain, which was pretty much throughout the game. Just a light shower, and a big win for Catoctin.
Yep.
All right.
Again, running that solid season now, 19-1-1 on the season for Catoctin Cougars.
That's right, yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, this game archived in its entirety. On behalf of the entire 1450 team, myself, Michael Betteridge, Coach Rick Little, Tyler Wilhelm, videographer, thank you. We'll see you on Monday at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Have a great weekend.
Oh, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there from us, from all of us here, especially our mothers, right? Okay, here we go.
Don't worry, if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast, all of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.